YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We got another Washington football team live stream. Just like last time, we're here with a call-in live stream, but this time we're here to discuss the off-season. The off-season has started, and now it's time to get down to business to prepare for the 2021 season. We're here to recap the season that we had that nobody expected us to have. Although we were 7-9 and we lost in the wild card, it was painful, but nobody expected us to be there. So be happy that we were there in year one of this rebuild. So today's show, we're going to talk about free agency. We're going to talk about a draft. We're going to talk about all the GM possibilities, but more importantly, we're going to talk about it with you guys. You guys are going to call in. Let's get more people in the stream. We have 23 in the stream right now. Before we get into the call-in stream, I want to get more people in here so we can get the calls rolling. But before we do that, let me get to the comment section. Big Simple was first. He says, "We lit." What's going on, Big Simple? Toodle Noodle, what's going on? What's going on? Heineke, what's going on? I Want Candy, what's going on? Talking Sports with Muzz, what's going on? Septics, what's going on? Tyus, what's going on? AM Hunter, what's going on? Eric, what's going on? I believe that is everybody in here. That's what's going on? Reggie Reg, what's going on? Let's see, I gotta scroll down. What's going on? Brian Harding, what's going on, my guy? Let's see, what's going on? BJ the Goat, what's up? Philip, what's going on? Tab Out King, what's going on, y'all? Alright, so let me get some of these comments before we get into the call-in live stream. Let's see here. Gotta scroll to the top. So Septic says we should pick Deshaun Watson. We'll get more into that in the show. But me personally, Deshaun Watson obviously is an MVP caliber quarterback. He is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I just don't know if that's the smartest move as far as financial goes and building for the future. Because if you bring him in here, you got to trade for him, which you're going to lose draft capital and some players, and then you're going to take on that contract, which is a lot. So I don't know if it's smart financial-wise, player-wise. Of course, it's smart. We need a quarterback, but I just don't know if it's smart financially. Let's see here. It says, but I heard Cam might be leaving. I'm not a big fan of Cam Newton. I don't want Cam Newton. He's horrible. Tyus says no, Heineke is our future. We'll get through that today too. You guys can call in and talk about how you feel about Taylor Heineke. Anything you guys want to talk about. AM Hunter says, yo, Juan Gotti signed Sheriff with Darby and Pierre Lewis now. Sheriff 4 years, $60 million, 25, $30 million up front. Other guys 2-year deals. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I was thinking about something for Darby, 2 years, $15 million, or 3 years, $30 million, similar to what we gave Kendall Fuller, because Kendall Fuller's deal, now that you think about it, is really cheap, and Darby played way better than him. And 3 years, $30 million, that's $10 million per year. That's literally cheap. And then Kevin Pierre Lewis, yeah, we can give him like a 2-year, $15 million deal, something like that. 2 year, $10 million, whatever. And Eric says, not gonna lie, if Taylor starts next season, we might go 10-6. Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility. He played really well, but I do want to see more out of him if he does, in fact, get the starting job. And he didn't earn the starting job. He earned his right to at least compete for it, at least earn a roster spot, in my opinion. Naughty Kick says, but after Heineke's performance, that is going to be a tough QB decision this offseason. Yeah, it was going to be a tough QB decision anyway, so that is true. I hope we start Taylor next year. We could. I just don't know if they're that satisfied on that one performance. Septic, we could take Watson. He is better than Taylor. Yeah, he's better than Taylor, but I don't know if he's the smartest option for the future. Just watching Todd Heineke's film, or Taylor Heineke's film. Oh, Tay and Todd. I know what you're talking about. The duo podcast. I listen to their podcast. Okay. If you check Watson's stats and see how he played, he could take us to the Super Bowl. Yeah, definitely. He is capable of taking us to the Super Bowl. But I just don't know, like I keep saying, if that's the smartest decision. I don't even know if they're looking to trade for a guy like Deshaun Watson. Yeah, I know, but it's most likely we can't afford him, and he's going to get a whole bunch of money somewhere else. Yep, definitely. And that's if he leaves. If they get the head coach in Houston that he wants, he might stay. Galladay, Allen Robinson. We need number 2. Yes, definitely. We need number 2, and we need a slot. Septic says what we really need to do is get some receivers. Totally, man, definitely. We need some receivers bad, because especially if you guys weren't a believer of getting receivers before that wild card game, it's no way you left out of that game still thinking the same way. I'll take Galladay. Anybody would take Galladay. honestly. But I don't know if we really need a number one guy per se, because Kenny Galladay is gonna be a number. He's gonna command number one money, and I don't know if we need a number one since we have Terry McLaurin. We just need a number two. Allen Robinson is the perfect number two, in my opinion. But I would love Kenny Galladay, definitely on the right deal. I would love Kenny Galladay out of all these guys. Him and Matt Ryan are leaving. You talking about Julio? Heineke needs to learn perseverance through 17 weeks at long haul. Yep. Draft wise at 19 could take T Lance, Mac Jones there. See, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Mac Jones. His big thing about Mac Jones is that he is gonna be all throughout his draft process. He's gonna be saying, oh, they're gonna be saying about him, oh, he has all these weapons around him, which is true. So we don't know how he really is gonna come into the league as far as without lack of weapons. And then he never, and you know, there was a talk that he has like some anger issues when he gets throws an interception, a fumble, he gets mad about it. And who doesn't get mad? But the way he gets mad is just like, whoa, dude, chill out. You know what I'm saying? So how is he gonna face adversity? Is he gonna do it good? You know what I'm saying? So that's really some big questions about Mac Jones. But shout out to everyone in here. I think it's time to open up the phone lines. He says, please get a mobile QB. I'm done with these fat craps. Alright, let me open up the phone lines. Let me put the number on the screen for you guys. And while I'm at it, let me get this on the screen right quick. So give me a second. Let me get the number and let me get this right quick. So just getting the number right quick, guys. That's why I muted it, because I can get the number and I'm trying to also get the thing. Just trying to get this situated right quick. Let me see. Should have did this before I got on stream. My bad, y'all. There we go. Hey, y'all, do me a solid, man, and share out the stream so we can get more people in here. It really would be great. I really would appreciate it, man, because we have a lot to talk about as far as the off season. So let me see if I can get this thing up here, and then I get the number. Give me a second, guys. I apologize. It's not cooperating right now. Alright, there we go, y'all. Finally got it to work. Wasn't the gift that I wanted, but it's fine. So let me get this phone number up for you guys. Right here. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. So the number is boom, boom. You see, I gotta actually see it myself. Right there. Alright. So that is the number. Let me get that. I don't know why it's so small. Hold up. There we go. Alright. Let me see here. Let's see.
Press 1 to send a voicemail.
Yo, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti.
Hey, how you doing, Juan?
What's going on, my man?
Not much. So let's get straight to it. The quarterback situation.
Okay.
I think Deshaun Watson might be traded this offseason. I think it'll be a perfect place for him to come. For them to get him out the AFC to the NFC.
Right.
Excuse me. I feel like if we get him, we can be Super Bowl contenders as early as next year.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's true. Definitely, with Deshaun Watson, we can be Super Bowl contenders. But the thing is, with Deshaun Watson, is you're basically not really throwing away the future, but you're basically not gonna be able to re-sign all the players that you groomed yourself. So it's not a guarantee that you're gonna re-sign Montez Sweat, Chase Young, Terry McLaurin, all those guys. Don't get me wrong, Deshaun Watson is a phenomenal MVP caliber, but I just don't know if it would be smart financial wise for the future.
Yeah, that make a lot of sense. What about Dak Prescott? You know he would be a free agent. Jerry Jones don't want to pay him.
Honestly, this might sound crazy to y'all, but I honestly think that the Dak Prescott might command more money than Deshaun Watson's contract that he has now. So if we're not if we're not in a state where we can get Deshaun Watson as far as, you know, financial wise for the future, I don't think Dak Prescott would be a smart move either. That's just my opinion. They could definitely think that it would be smart. Maybe they know what they're doing. But me personally, seeing from the inside out, I just don't think it's a smart move to get Deshaun Watson as far as trying to build for the future, because you want to keep your pieces like Terry McLaurin, Chase Young, Montez Sweat, and all the other people. That's just
you think they should try to draft a quarterback and mold him up to be someone like Patrick Mahomes, or like basically build through the draft, because that do save you money in the long run.
I mean, yeah, honestly, that's my opinion. Or you can go like maybe through the draft. I'm not a big fan of the people that's gonna be in the draft at our position. Like if we were early in the draft, like maybe like 6, 10, at worst 10. We would be able to draft the top quarterbacks, but the only quarterback that's going to probably be falling to us is Trey Lance. I know a lot of people are a big fan of Trey Lance. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Trey Lance, honestly, because I just see a lot of flaws in his game. Now, don't get me wrong, he's good. Don't get me wrong, he's good. But I just see a lot of flaws in his game, and in his where he played at North Dakota State, the competitiveness division is not there, and then the lack of and then he basically didn't have a season this year. He only played one game. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why a lot of people want Trey Lance. Trust me, I know he's talented, but just him not being at a high, you know, school as far as, you know, the competition goes, and then him missing basically a season this year, I don't know if that's going to be smart.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because I think Carson Wentz came from North Dakota State, right?
Yeah, and he was good. Don't get me wrong, he was
He
good.
was good at first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We could go with a Trey Lance. I wouldn't be too mad about it, but if it was up to me, that wouldn't be my number one choice. Me personally, I'm rolling with Taylor Heineke, Kyle Allen, and probably maybe a free agent that I don't know who. Because at first I wanted Matthew Stafford. Everyone know I wanted Matthew Stafford, but I just don't know if that's smart financial wise either, because he's gonna command a lot of money too. So it's just like, man, we stuck in a rock and a hard place unless we go draft a guy.
That's the crazy thing. That's why I hate getting like a pick like 19 or 20, 21. It's like it's the first round, but all the if you need like a quarterback, the most important positions, they mostly all gone.
Yep.
One person I say we should stay away from, and it's just from previous experience and just seeing it over the years is Mac Jones.
Okay.
A lot of people will look at him. Yeah, a lot of people will look at him and say, "Oh my God, he did this. He won the national championship." But let's not forget who he played for. He played for Alabama. They have one of the best offensive lines in the country,
Right.
the best running back in the best wide receiver in the country.
Right.
I think you said it earlier in the video or another video. How is he going to take our team to the next level? How is he going to make other people want to team better?
Right.
Without a team that's carrying him, you know? Like, it's the NFL. Alabama is not known for quarterbacks, let's just be honest.
Right.
They're known for their running back, wide receivers, you know, offensive linemen, defensive linemen, stuff like that.
Right.
Quarterbacks, it's a reason Nick Saban is what was his eighth national championship, I think, that he won yesterday.
I
want to say, so it's like you can't, I mean, I wish him nothing but the best, but I just don't think. There's a lot of people are saying, well, Mac Jones might drop to you.
Right.
I don't think you do that.
Yeah.
Like you said.
Yeah, definitely, because like if and you're not wrong, because if you look at the reputation that Alabama has as far as quarterbacks, Tua Tagovailoa, just Jalen Hurts, who's okay, and that's just naming the most recent ones. You know what I'm saying? And Tua, it's too early to judge him. Dolphins fans are like, hey, let's get Watson. You know what I'm saying? So that should tell you where they're at with Tua Tagovailoa. And you're right. Alabama is not known for grooming. Trust me, they're good at grooming everything else, just not quarterbacks.
Yeah. I'm so glad we didn't get to it. I remember people were saying we have to draft him, that he the next Drew Brees. I think Max Kellerman compared him to Drew Brees. I was like, what?
Right.
I mean, like, come on. He couldn't even stay healthy. I know he won that one game against Georgia when they kept swapping quarterbacks in and out.
Right.
But it's just like, you got to be smart. I'm so glad. Like, Chase Young was the best name we could have gotten in this draft.
Yes.
We finally drafted smart. Like, I mean, I give it to him. Even before Rivera got there, the last few years, they have been building that defensive line up.
Right.
I just feel like now we need to evaluate Scott Turner because he made some calls, and I do like some of his game plans. He opened it up way more than Gruden ever did, as far as like spreading it out, 5 wide receiver set, stuff like that, running out the shotgun. But we got to evaluate him because he do some dumb stuff. It'll be 2nd and 1, and he'll do a pitch, and we'll lose 7 yards down to 3rd and 8.
Right, and we don't
way,
run pitches.
It's retarded. It's like he's dumb.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then the biggest thing with Scott Turner is, and I'm gonna be totally honest, man. Scott Turner, yes, he was questionable this year, but that wild card game, he called a hell of a game. The only thing that I did not like from Scott Turner was that 2-point conversion. Everything else was phenomenal by Scott Turner. He sucks at 2-point conversions, man. Did you see that Logan Thomas play call? What was that? Like, why? What are you calling? And you have a chance to tie up the game? Go back to the Giants game, 2-point conversion. What is that, man? Come on.
Man, that game,
if you go ahead.
Oh my God.
That
game pissed me off.
Yeah,
that game pissed me
definitely.
Off.
It pissed us all off.
I still can't believe that. I mean, if you look at the play though, I don't know what happened, but I kind of blame Kyle Allen on that play too because it looked like at one point he could just run it in.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
No, he stopped backpedal, and then I'm like, "What the hell are you doing? Just running in it?" Now I could have looked just off TV, like like he could have said something totally different. But the way it looked like he can run it. It was 2 yards.
Yeah,
it looked like he can run and post dive in touchdown. They win the game.
Well,
But
that's true. That's true. But if you looked at the video or like the footage or whatever, Jabril Peppers was there ready to kill him. So I mean, I honestly, if it was me, I would put my body on the line, dove and won the game. But you gotta well, I'm not gonna say you gotta understand, but from his standpoint, he got killed the last week by Jalen Ramsey. He got a concussion.
yeah, he did.
So you gotta, or no, it was a shoulder injury actually. So you gotta be like, hey, so he's probably like, hey man, I'm not about to run in there again. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that, but also I understand his standpoint.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I said 2 years, well, not 2 years ago. I said when I found out we hired Rivera, I said we'd be Super Bowl contenders in 2022. That's what I said. 2022. I said 3 years from his first. You know, I was thinking about COVID and all the not having preseason games.
Right.
I was like, we'd be Super Bowl contenders in 2022. People laughed at.
Exactly.
This year was a big step. This year was a big step towards that because we've been, first of all, we've been in a 3-4 defense for multiple years. I've been saying this since they changed the defense in 2000.
Hey, y'all, can y'all hear him? Just let me know.
Back to a 4-3 defense. We do not have 3-4
mods. Let me know if y'all can hear him.
They had Ryan Kerrigan and Brandon Rackpo checking LaShawn McCoy out the backfield. Like, how, oh my God, like it's just it's ridiculous. And that's what I'm saying. If they finally did it, which made me really happy.
Yeah.
And you see the result. It went from like a 28th ranked defense to what, number 2 in the league?
In 1 year.
In 1 year. In 1 year, they did that. I mean, I ain't saying it's just due to the schematic change because Jack Del Rio is a hell of a defensive coordinator, even though he pissed me off with his own defense sometimes. He is a hell of a defensive coordinator.
Right.
But it's just like, I don't know. I hope they keep going in the right direction.
Yeah, man. So definitely, man. We're on, and so the fact that we made it to the playoffs year 1 just shows you how dangerous we're gonna be when we get a wide receiver, get a linebacker, get some safety help. So with that being said, man, it was great chopping it up with you. One more time, say your name and any last words.
Say it again. I
said any last words you have for the stream before I let you go.
Well, like I said, I wish I should nothing but the best this year. We're very going into his second year. I think he'll get it as far as like the quarterback position. I believe that he'll get it together because that's one thing he knows, that you have to have a stable quarterback position to win in this league. He drafted Cam Newton. He made him into what he was. He did not draft Dwayne Haskins, and you know the story with that. But I'm not gonna get into the Dwayne Haskins thing because he just pisses me off when I think about him. But yeah, so yeah, I just hope we keep going and keep going forward. You know, and hopefully we'll be holding another trophy up because they haven't won one since I was born. So
okay,
but,
yeah, man. So
yeah,
go ahead.
It was good talking to you, though.
Hey, man, I appreciate you for calling in, man. I really do appreciate it.
I'm
man.
a big
Thank
fan
you.
of yours, man. Keep going.
Hey.
Keep going and keep being honest about it. Everything you say, I be like, God damn, I'm going to be right on point.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, for sure. All right, buddy.
Peace. So last time we did the call-ins, they were only 2 minutes, and I realized that it's going to go over way 2 minutes. That was long. I did not expect that. Hey, and nothing wrong with it being long, my God. We had a great conversation, but I did not expect it to be that long. So my fault for the people that were calling in some more. But the phone lines are now open again. You can call in now, and we have another call right here.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yo, what's going on? Hello? Okay. Alrighty, so the person that just called in obviously didn't want to talk to me. So, phone lines are open yet again, 571-303-9225. It's on your screen for you guys that didn't hear me clearly. So, make sure you guys call in and we can chop it up about anything in the draft, free agency, off-season moves, whatever you want to talk about. We're here. The future general manager. There was a couple of general manager reports that came out today that we requested to talk to the guy from the 49ers, vice president. And I heard that he drafted Matthew Stafford in his future when he was with the Lions. So we have another call right here coming from Arlington, Virginia.
Lucas.
To accept.
Yo, what's going on?
What's up, bro?
What's going on, my man?
Nothing much. What about you?
I'm doing good, man. Just sitting here trying to talk to the Washington football fan base and anything that you want to talk about. Just want to let you know that you have a couple minutes on the line because we have a ton of callers, which is no biggie. I know we're going to go over that time limit, and that's totally fine. So anything you want to talk about regarding the Washington football team, we can do it here. Anything. The floor is yours, my guy.
All right. So first, I was gonna say I like your video.
Appreciate it.
And then also, I was gonna say, what do you think about Kyle Smith? Because I would like to keep him as our GM.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Yeah, so with Kyle Smith, I want him as the GM too. Everyone wants him as the GM, being a general manager, than just being able to scout talent. And I'm not gonna say that's shady, but that's a big yikes. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that we could just go over as far as, you know, as evaluating Kyle Smith for the GM job. I want him as a GM. I think he's a great talent evaluator, and I think he can be great as far as the front office. He's a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly believe if we don't make him the guy as far as general manager, did my stream just restart? The guy is the general manager. I think that we might be in trouble as far as keeping him. He might want to go somewhere else and think that he's the guy. You know what I'm saying? Because if we don't give him the job, he's going to be like, hey, man, I don't want to be here under no other guy. I think I'm well qualified for a GM job, so I'm going to take my talent somewhere else.
Yeah, I think he'll be a GM in like 1 to 2 years if we don't make him a GM.
Yep. I don't know though. Yeah, like I think if we don't make him the GM now, I think he might end up leaving, man. Honestly.
You think this season he'll become a GM if we don't sign him?
Honestly speaking, if we don't sign him as a GM either this year or next year, I think he might be gone. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this year he ends up leaving if he doesn't become the GM. Because he's like, man, I've been working hard to become the GM. And maybe, who knows, maybe Kyle Smith doesn't even want to be a GM. Maybe he likes his job. Maybe we just thinking too much into it and thinking he would be a good fit. Maybe he doesn't want to become a GM. But I don't know. I highly doubt that's the case because who wouldn't want to become a GM?
Yeah. He's not even getting any interviews, though, so I don't know. If he will.
Yeah, so that's a conversation right there. If you have anything else you want to talk before I let you go, my man, fire away.
I got 2 more quick things.
Hey, cool.
The other one is, what would you want to draft in the first round?
So what I want to draft in the first round, and yes, I'm on the phone. Can y'all hear him? Y'all can hear him, Eric? Is it good? So what I want to draft in the first round is, me personally, I want to go either wide receiver or linebacker because I'm not a big fan of the quarterbacks in this draft from the standpoint where we're going to be drafting. Maybe if we were earlier in the draft as far as like maybe 6, 5, 7, 8, etc., maybe I would be more concerned about getting a quarterback like a Zach Wilson because we'll be in range to draft somebody like them. But the only quarterback that we're going to have a chance to draft is Trey Lance, and I'm not the biggest fan of him. Maybe I have to do some more research on him, and maybe I'll become a fan over the days. But right now, I'm not the biggest fan of Trey Lance, so I'm more, satisfied with getting a wide receiver or a linebacker because Lord knows we need help badly at both of those positions.
Yeah, I like the sound of a wide receiver. And the last thing is, I feel like everybody's talking about, like, Allen Robinson and Godwin, but, like, I don't really think we have a chance of them because they're going to win a lot of money. Like, I feel like Allen Robinson's going to get, like, 20 or something a year.
Yeah, man, it's going to cost a pretty penny to get guys like them, but if you really want to solidify that wide receiving core, you need to spend some money. Wide receivers don't come cheap anymore, and like you said, he's going to cost a lot of money, and I don't know if we can get him and then also re-sign our guys, you know what I'm saying? So, and what I mean by our guys, I mean all of them. We might want to re-sign all of them, and unfortunately, we might not be able to if we want to also get a guy like Kenny Golladay, Allen Robinson, Chris Godwin, just to name a few. So it's going to be some tough decisions, but I think we should get one in free agency and one in the draft. So that must means that we're not going to be able to bring back all of our guys.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tight. Like, the 3 people we want to get is like Sheriff, Darby, and then if we could get a wide receiver. But I don't know if we have enough cash. We're at like 40, right?
Yeah, I think we're at 40, but I think when Chase Roulier's contract actually taking effect, I think we'll go down to 30. I think, but then if we get Alex Smith off the books, if we get also Ryan Kerrigan off the books, they'll bring back some of the money. So it's a lot of things that goes into this free agency stuff, man, and it should be fun to watch.
Yeah. All right, thanks for having me on.
Hey, man, I appreciate you for coming on, taking your time out your day to talk to me and support the stream. I appreciate you calling, man.
Appreciate you too. Go Skins.
All right. So, guys, he wanted to talk about free agency, and we got another call from Virginia. Let me accept this, but
Call from.
Dwayne.
To accept, press 1. To send.
yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's good, my man?
All right, I've been watching your videos for a while now, and it's been amazing. Like, yeah, man. I just want to get in touch with you, and I want to see what's going on with our quarterback situation. What do you think?
Well, first, I want to say thank you for watching my videos, man. It means a lot. And secondly, with our quarterback situation, we're in a debacle, man. Are we going to draft? Are we going to go in free agency? Or are we going to stick with somebody on the roster? Honestly, I think they're going to end up drafting somebody. But me personally, I will roll with Kyle Allen and Taylor Heineke, but also bringing somebody in free agency. That I don't know who. At first, I wanted Matthew Stafford, but he's going to cost a lot. And I don't know if we're in a spot where we can get him as far as him being. If it would be smart. We had the money to get him, but I don't know if it would be smart, plus his age. So I don't know if it would be smart as far as getting Stafford goes. But that's the guy that I want personally. But if they roll with Taylor Heineke, I wouldn't be surprised because he played a hell of a game. I'm just not sure if they're sold on Taylor Heineke off that one game. I think they're going to draft somebody.
Yes, sir. I really think Heineke could be the guy. But then also with what you said earlier, like, I don't know if he could be a second string or even, like, go with the starter.
Yeah, because that's totally true, man. Because I don't know if like, because honestly, if you think about it, guys tend to have great games like this. They tend to have great games like this. But you don't know if it's going to carry into the next season or the next game. You know what I'm saying? He could very well be, and God forbid this happens, but he could very well not be what he was that playoff game if we end up signing him to a contract. It could have just been a one-hit wonder. Do I think that's going to happen? No. But it's a slight chance that could possibly be the case.
Yeah, like, all of a sudden he'll get big-headed, and then it's just going to go on from there. And then it'll just like go on and on and on. I don't really like that if that goes on with like all of our quarterbacks because you know how RG3 played. He thought he was going to be all like that, but then you know how he ended up, and then all of the other quarterbacks in our history.
Yeah, definitely. So with that being said, man, any other questions you have for me if I get to the next caller? You can fire away, my man.
I actually thought who could be our next free safety because we are in the situation with that. Like, I think Cameron Curl could be good at free safety. We could move him over.
Yeah, Cameron Curl could definitely be the free safety. You know, he could play cornerback, free safety, strong safety, whatever you need him, he can do it. My thing is, do they really see him as a free safety? Me personally, I would move him to free safety and have Shays play strong, or actually, I would just keep him at where he is and put Shays at strong, or free safety rather, because he played well before he got hurt. The Shays of Everett, Jeremy Reeves played well, so honestly, we could go with guys like that on our roster next year, but I also would look into a guy like Justin Simmons to bring in from free agency.
Yes, sir. And also another thing, what do you think about our cornerback situation since we might be getting rid of Rondo Darby and going ahead and trying to find somebody new?
Yeah, so with Ronald Darby, man, I honestly hope we bring him back. But if we don't, it's really going to be a killer because it's like he plays so good for us. And we were really hoping to give him a long-term deal. And if we can't give him a long-term deal, that opens up another hole. And honestly, that wouldn't be surprising if we draft a guy like J.C. Horn in the first round because they have one of those mock drafts has us projected to take him. And by that time, we'll know if he's going to be on the Washington football team because free agency would have passed. So if he's not on this team, that's going to open up another cornerback hole, and I would not be surprised if we select a guy like J.C. Horn in the first round.
Yes, sir. And one more thing. You know how Dwayne, he has his name, right? Yeah, and also, you know how Joe Burrow has his name, right?
Right.
Bro,
All right, so my name's actually Dwayne Burrow. So then everybody be saying like, "Oh, is Joe Burrow and Dwayne Haskins having a baby?" I was like, "The fuck?" It's actually kind of funny. So like, that's another thing.
Yeah, man,
But
that's crazy.
I actually do play football, and I'm a linebacker. So.
Hey, that's tough, man. If you keep grinding, my guy, you could possibly make it for the Washington football team. We know we need linebackers, so hey, man, keep grinding.
I like that a lot.
hey, keep grinding, man. You hopefully could be help to us because we need linebackers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So I'm
gonna head out.
Hey, definitely, man. I appreciate you for calling. I'm gonna accept some more callers, man. Appreciate you for watching the stream and the channel, man. Thank you a lot.
All right, thank you.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Okay, so they didn't say anything. Hey, shout out to Burgundy and Gold fan all day with the $5 donation. He says, "What's up, little homie, man? What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for donating to the channel. Means a lot." I don't know what's going on with the chat tonight, man. It's not a lot of people coming through tonight. I think it's because the settings that it's on. I think it's on because it's not made for kids or whatever. So a lot of people aren't getting the notification. I'm not sure. But we got another
Call
caller.
from.
Eric.
To accept.
Yo, what's going on?
What's up, Juan?
What's going on, Eric?
Okay, I wanted to talk about the wide receiver situation because Cam Sims keeps dropping balls and stuff.
What you got for me?
What'd you say?
Okay, so you wanted me to answer the wide receiver position as far as who we should get?
Yeah.
So me personally, I want to get a guy in free agency, but I know it's going to cost a lot. So if we're at 19, I'm not sure if Devontae Smith is going to be available, Jalen Waddle, all the top wide receiver guys, Jamar Chase. I think Rashad Bateman would be more realistic. And I haven't looked at all his film. I watched him one time because I seen that we projected to get him. I watched him one time and he's really good. I have to look more into him, but I would not be surprised if we end up getting a guy like Rashad Bateman. But me personally, I want to sign at least one of these guys in free agency, whether that's the big name, Kenny Golladay, whoever. I want to draft one guy to pair with Terry McLaurin because Cam Sims is a good number 3 option, but Lord knows he is not a number 2, at least right now.
Yeah. I think if Jalen Waddle falls down in the draft, we should get him, and then second round get a guy like Chris Olave or whatever.
Chris Olave.
Yeah.
He's
actually pretty good.
Yeah, he's really good, man.
So.
He's really good. And then on top of that, he's with Terry McLaurin again. He's reunited with his Ohio State buddy, so maybe that could bring some chemistry to the table, and he could really be a number 3 option.
Yeah.
Yep.
If Taylor Heineke plays like he did on the playoff game, he could be a starter.
Without a doubt.
Which would be pretty cool.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. If he plays how he played on that wild card game, he could definitely be the long-term starter. Now, the thing is, do they see that in him? And what I mean by that is, are they going to be the team that want to bring him in for long-term, or are they going to allow him to walk, or do they want to go on that option? Do they want to get him, or do they want to draft their own guy, or in fact sign one in free agency? That's what we don't know yet.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think we need a mobile QB that can actually throw the ball like he can. He's not scared to throw the ball either, which is good.
Yeah, man. So with that being said, bro, I appreciate you for calling. We'll get to some more of these calls. Continue to watch the stream or the videos. I really do appreciate you for watching them and supporting them, man. It means a lot. I really do. It means a lot. Thank you for calling, and hopefully we can win a Super Bowl next year, my man.
Yeah, that would be great. All right, see you, bro.
All right, peace. All right, so we had a caller from North Carolina. You can call back, my guy. My bad. I was just on the phone with another dude. My fault, man. You can call back right now as my light went out. That's weird.
Call from.
John.
To accept, press 1.
Yo, what's going on, John?
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's going on, my man? Before we get into the conversation, I just want to let you know that you have approximately like 5 minutes because we have a lot of callers. So whatever you want to talk to me about, fire away. Nothing's off the table as far as the watching football team. Anything's up to you. So what do you got for me, my guy?
Got you. First, I wanted to say Jalen Waddle. He's projected to go like 19th with his injury. Like, are you any worried about like his speed? Like, if he comes to us, like, would you want to pick him up? Because, like, he got an ankle injury. And that was, like, horrific.
So, with Jalen Waddle and his ankle injury, I would be, I would want to draft him. I honestly think he might slip to the second round because of that ankle injury, and it didn't look good. As you can see, yesterday, Nick Saban kind of forced him in that game. You can see he was waddling off the field, no pun intended. He was waddling off the field, man. He did not look 100% healthy. I think by the time the draft come, by the time the season come next year, whatever team he goes for, he gets drafted to, I think he's going to be 100% ready, and I think that ankle injury shouldn't affect him.
All right. I got so how much would you sign Taylor Heineke for? Like, I'm starting to see, like, he went from, like, 23K on IC to, like, 80K. And, like, he's starting to, like, post some stuff. Like, he's taking it all in now. How much do you think you would sign him for? Like, would you give him starter quarterback money or backup quarterback money?
Me personally, I would sign him to a 1-year prove-it deal and to see if he actually is capable of playing starting quarterback in the National Football League. Obviously, we've seen that in that one Saturday game, but basically what I'm trying to say is let him show that it's not a fluke. So if I'm Ron Rivera in the front office, the smart thing to do is to sign him to a 1-year prove-it deal to let him prove that he can play. Now, that 1-year prove-it deal can range from $1 million or $5 million, in my opinion. So sign him to one of those and then let him come in here and prove himself.
I got one more.
Mm-hmm.
So if Trey Lance fell to 19, because like we all seen what happened with Haskins, like he was like garbage. We're all happy he fell to 15. If he fell to 19, would you have a problem taking Lance, even though you don't like him?
That's tough, man. If all the receivers and the linebackers that aren't on the draft, I'll take Trey Lance. I'm not the biggest fan of Trey Lance, man, because one, he played at less competition. Two, he didn't even have a season this year. You know what I'm saying? And I really haven't seen him face adversity yet. So how would he come back? How would he be if he throws an interception on the next drive or fumble? Is he going to get mad? Is he going to come back and actually try to, get his team back and score some points? I haven't seen him face that adversity yet, and I don't want to take a chance on another guy like that. As far as Dwayne and 1 year, one and done and stuff like that. So honestly, I wouldn't be mad if we selected Trey Lance, but me personally, that wouldn't be my number one option.
All right, got you. Thank you for having me on the call, bro.
Hey, I appreciate you for calling through, my man. Thank you for calling.
All right.
What's going on, King Sean? I don't know what's going on with the chat tonight. Let me see. I don't know if it's because I put it on not made for kids, and I don't normally do that, but it's not going on.
Call from
Heineke.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Yo, what's going on, Nard and Kick?
Yo, what's going on, Juan Gotti? How you doing today?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. How you doing? Appreciate you for calling.
Good, man. I'm doing good today. Got my brother with me today. He wants to ask a couple of questions.
Hey, that's cool, man. What's up?
Hi, Juan Gotti. Do you think we are going to possibly sign Colin Kaepernick? My brother hates me for saying that, but I just want your opinion on that.
Nah, man, I don't think we're going to sign Colin Kaepernick. I honestly think he's blackballed from the NFL, and I honestly think that he's not good anymore. I think he doesn't even want to play football anymore, man. I don't think we're going to get Colin Kaepernick.
All right. My second question is, do you think we should draft Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah? I don't know how to say it.
Is that the offensive lineman?
No, it's the linebacker out of Notre Dame.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't done any research on him. I don't really know too much about him. The only linebacker that I've really been looking at was Micah Parsons. So I'm not gonna say that I don't really have an opinion on that yet because I have to watch him. But honestly, I'm all for it because we need a linebacker badly. So I would not be mad if we signed him. But honestly, I have to do some more research on that to tell you my opinion.
Okay, I'll give my stuff. Going back to my brother. Thank you.
Hey, no problem, man. Thank you for calling.
Before I ask my questions, Long Gotti, I just want to say the video that you sent out yesterday, the Dwayne Haskins part, that had me laughing, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. I had to go all in on Dwayne Haskins, man, because he's trash.
Yeah. But anyway, this should be a fun off season.
Yeah, it definitely should. It definitely should, man. From free agency to the draft to who we're gonna get in the front office. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, especially the QB position.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know if you're keeping Taylor Heineke or if you're gonna trade up for Deshaun Watson now that he might be up for trade.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't know about that QB position this offseason.
Yep, man. So if you don't have any other questions, I'm going to get to more of the callers. So with that being said, any last words before I let you go, my man?
All right, I'll talk to you later on, Gotti. Nice talking to you.
Hey, appreciate that, man. So, North Carolina, I keep declining your call because I'm on the phone. I'm now ready for your call. I'm going to decline their call until you call back. And if you don't call back within 2 minutes, I'm going to accept some more calls. I apologize for keep declining calls. But let me get to some of these comments. What's going on, King Sean? He says, like Ed Oliver and Skins fan all day, they kept on taking up for Haskins when he was terrible early in the season. Just like him, he was black. You could obviously tell it. Just liked him because he was black. You can obviously tell it. I'll take Fitzpatrick over Winston any day. Oh, yeah, definitely. All right, North Carolina, my guy. You didn't call back in time.
21. To accept,
My
press
fault.
1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yo, what's going on, Tyus?
What's up, Juan?
What's good, man?
I don't really know what to say. I just got a few questions about, like, the defense position and offense.
Mm-hmm. What you got for me? Hello?
What do you think about taking Richie Grant? He's a UCF safety.
So with that pick right there, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't done my research on him and specifically, but since you said he's a safety, and the reason why I haven't done my research on the draft yet is because the season just ended. I'm just now starting my draft stuff today, actually. I just started watching a ton of highlights and film breakdowns, but I haven't got to the safety position yet. I'm still working on the offensive side of the ball. But with him, honestly, I would like him just because we need safety help badly.
Yeah, because he's a hard hitter. He will, like, knock out the quarterback, and the ball will just be up in the air for a DB to catch it, like Ronald Darby or Kendall Fuller to go and take it to the house. So that's what really sold me there. I really, really, really want him.
Yeah, but yeah, that's good too. But also, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they would stay within house and just keep Shays and Cam Curl next year because they were really good before DeShays Everett's injury, and even Jeremy Reeves stepped in well for him. So I honestly I don't know if they see the safety position as far as a big need anymore because they know what they've seen out of Cameron Curl and DeShays Everett. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they actually would go in a direction to draft the safety.
Yeah. And I want to ask you a take on Trey Lance because I look at his highlights and I compare him to Ryan Tannehill.
So with Trey Lance, and I keep reiterating this because I'm not the biggest fan of Trey Lance. Now it's time to convince me. I watch a ton more film on him, but I'm just not sold on Trey Lance yet because I just think that his lack of experience and then the competition that he played at wasn't high, and then also him missing this year was a huge knock to his draft stock. So I don't really know what he got. You know what I'm saying? Not really. I know he's talented, but I don't know if he's really worth drafting another first-round quarterback on just yet. I got to watch more film on him, but I'm not the biggest fan of Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Yep, man. So
I think that's all I got.
Yep. So if you have any other questions for me, if not, it was great talking to you, my man.
Alright.
All right, peace. All right, so let me call back North Carolina, man, because I keep declining his call. My fault, bro. Let me see. Let me call back 336 right quick. Hey, North Carolina, call me back, man. I'm ready to talk to you. See, I was going to try to call you, but I don't think it's letting me. Let me see. I'm going to try to call you. Let's see here. Haskins' first game. Haskins was health. Heath Schuler, bad, if not worse. Yeah, I think he probably would have been. He's worse than Heath Schuler.
Please leave your message for.
Alright, so he didn't. Says he's not because he's black, man. It's because he's young. He get your face straight. Get your facts straight. My fault. Dang, I messed that all up. How's the football team gonna do with the division winning this year? The division winning schedule. The division winning schedule really, not gonna say it hurt us, but it put a target on our back, and they gave us the harder schedule. Now we got to play the Chiefs, the Raiders. We was gonna have to play them anyway because we play the AFC North or AFC West every 2 years.
To accept,
so let me get to this call and I'll
to
answer
send
your
a
question.
voicemail, press 2.
It's gonna be really tough to play that schedule that we have this year, man. So I honestly think they can do well if we make all the right pieces and everyone stays healthy. But it could very well go bad because that schedule is rough. We got the Saints, the Packers, the Chiefs. That's just naming a few. So let me get to this caller. What's going on?
Yo, what's up?
It's good. Any questions you got for me, man? Just to let you know, you have approximately like 4 minutes. I know we're gonna go over that time limit, but you have a couple minutes because we gotta get some more callers. But who am I here with? And you have the floor is yours. You can ask me anything as far as the Washington football team goes, man. Nothing is off the table.
Yeah. So who do you think we should go for in terms of a QB position? Zach Wilson or Trey Lance? I like Trey Lance because I just like every time I watch his highlights, like I think he's special, but I think it'll take time for sure. But who do you think we should go for?
Yeah, so I keep saying this about Trey Lance. I'm not the biggest fan of him. I wouldn't be mad if we got him, but I'm just not the biggest fan of him yet. And with Zach Wilson, I would gladly take Zach Wilson if he falls to him, fall to us. But if he doesn't, which I highly, what I'm expecting, if he doesn't fall to us, I don't know if I would take quarterback at 19 because I'm not the biggest fan of Trey Lance. That's just me personally, though.
Yeah, I mean Zach Wilson is just like something about BYU QBs. Like it just doesn't sit well with me. Every time I watch his highlights too, I just.
What's going on, DeMarco? Appreciate you for coming through, man.
Like He's just like he reminds me a lot of what's his name, Ryan Tannehill. Like he just seems like a guy to me. Like he doesn't seem anything special.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna see he's not Patrick Mahomes. I don't even know why they keep comparing him to Patrick Mahomes. And a lot of Washington fans love Zach Wilson, and they compare him to Patrick Mahomes. I'm gonna say this now, Zach Wilson. I'm looking you square in your face. You're probably not gonna see this video, but if somehow you do, you better come in this league lighting things up, bro, because they are literally so excited for you. And I'm not gonna say I don't know why, because you're really good, you're talented, but the expectations you got, you would think you're going number one. So with Trey Lance though, he's okay, he's cool. I just don't know. I just don't want to take that risk on another quarterback in first round that especially missed this year and played at a lower competition than everyone else.
Yeah, I feel that. What is it called, bro? I'm in the call right now. Thanks for accepting the call, bro.
Hey, no problem, man. No problem. Bruh. I don't know what I did with the settings, fool. Normally the report, not the reports, but. Hey, what's going on, Protect Sports? Let me get my man Protect Sports a wrench, bro. I don't even know why I never did that yet. Get my man a wrench up in his jump. Nah, but the notifications normally will go out, bro. I don't know why they didn't go out tonight, bro. I'm never streaming like this again. I'm gonna use StreamYard for now on.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Yo, what's going on, Tone?
Hey, wow, what it do?
What's good, bro?
Not much, big bro. How you doing, my guy? What's up with you?
I'm doing good, man. I just gave you a wrench, too, by the way. I don't know if you've seen it, but I just gave you a wrench, my guy. So now you are a moderator on the channel.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate for that wrench, big bro. Appreciate you.
Hey,
much love.
No problem, man. So just want to let you know that you have a couple minutes to talk to me because we have other calls to get to. But anything about the Washington football team, you can ask and we can chop it up real quick about. It don't matter. Floor is yours, my man.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna answer your question now about the whole pull-up situation.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you 3 options. You know what I'm saying? One will be a trade option. One will be a kid I'd like to draft. But not Zach Wilson. I just heard you talk about Zach Wilson. I'm not gonna do that right now. And I'm gonna give you a guy that was signed for agency about like trading and anything like that. So the agency for me, yo, I'm not such a Cam Newton. I'm good on Cam. I would say Dak. You know, Dak is expensive, but it's probably the best option in free agency. I know he's coming off an ankle injury and all that, but he's a top 10 quarterback when healthy, and he will definitely make us a contender for years to come. Even with that high salary. He would trade for somebody. I know you said Matt Stafford. I love Matt Stafford, next dude. But if we had a crazy shot to get Mr. Full out of Houston, Mr. Deshaun Amazing Watson. I would rather get Deshaun Watson in here. And drafting, heard Trey Lance's name. I don't mind Trey Lance. I wouldn't mind Zach Wilson. I would probably take Trey Lance on the fact he'll probably be there at 19. I think he'll be there at 19. I don't think Wilson will be there. I don't think Matt Jones will be at 19 now. The way he played, he has a good combine and good pro day and all that. I don't think he'll be there at 19. But I think Lance is probably the 5th quarterback taken now, besides Lawrence, Fields, Wilson, it'll be Matt Jones, and then it'll be Trey Lance. So I think Trey Lance will be there at 19. I don't see the other 4 being there at 19. So that was my option at quarterback. Who would do those 3 things?
Yeah, so as much as I want Dak, as much as I would love Deshaun Watson, me personally, I just don't know if that's smart financial-wise for the future. Because if you sign Dak to a big contract, you're not going to be able to sign Chase Young, Montez Sweat. And I'm not saying those guys specifically, but those are the young guys that we're going to have to eventually pay. So I don't know if that's going to be smart if we want to sign a guy like Deshaun Watson. Even Matthew Stafford. I want Matthew Stafford, but now looking at it, I don't want him as much as I did previously because I feel like he's going to command a lot of money. And I'll rather continue to keep our young guys that we drafted, that we built it up, instead of having to go get or having to go trade or sign other guys to big contracts as far as the quarterback position, because I know we can draft one or even get a lower one in free agency, and then go with our guy, Kyle Allen, if we re-sign him because he's a free agent. So if we re-sign him, Kyle Allen, or if we, in fact, roll with Taylor Heineke. I don't think that's going to be the option for the coaching staff, because I don't know if they view him as high as we view him as fans. But if they do in fact have him as high on their list as we do, I wouldn't be surprised if he's the starter.
Yeah, I feel that. I get you saying with the whole with that. I definitely agree with that. But Deshaun to me though, like Deshaun, like if we were to acquire Deshaun Watson's DIA trade, that makes you Super Bowl contenders right away. that make you consider the NFC championship right away. And make you
Definitely.
Super Bowl contender immediately. But you think about it, Drew Brees will probably retire in New Orleans. You think about the other teams; these other teams are not going to be as good as they are now.
Right.
And you're young you're a young budding team on the rise. The division isn't good. You should win your division, just sweep the entire division immediately, and you should definitely be contenders immediately to trade for. Now I get the cap number can be high in 2022 to $40 million, 2023, and all that. But you have an out in 2023. If you really think that Deshaun ain't that guy for you, you have an out. So you want $5 million in dead cap, and you can get out the deal. You can get out the deal. So it's not like with Dak, I get it. With Deshaun, you have a chance to get out that deal if it doesn't go well for you.
Right. Yeah, so I don't know, man. That's gonna be tough to for Ron and the front office to figure out. Like I said, anything we go with, I'm gonna be behind. Anything we do, I'm gonna be behind. But I just don't know if some of these are smart financial wise.
I agree with you. I see you one. I understand. Yeah, and I understand that whole argument too. If I was going a cheap auction, I would re-sign Kyle Allen. I would probably draft the kid probably day 3. And I'll just groom him for a year. I'll groom him for a year, and then I'll play the kid in year 2. And I'll just kick Kyle Allen to the rocks. If you want to go that route too, I'm cool with that. But we need to call our future on this roster.
Definitely.
Taylor Heineke ain't it. I'm sorry. I know he played Adams on Saturday. He played extremely well. I was impressed with him. That's one game, but I think 5 quarters Taylor Heineke. We've seen Robert III light it up for a whole season and then fall off. So what do you think after one game Taylor Heineke will keep this up?
Yeah, man. And
we gotta think it's fans, bro.
yeah, man. I honestly, I agree with you on that. But the only thing is that you gotta at least give him a chance to compete in training camp. If he didn't earn himself the starting spot, which I highly doubt he earned himself the starting spot, he at least earned himself an opportunity to compete for the starting job next year or this up and coming training camp. So I understand with you on that front, but he at least earned a spot on this roster as far as competing, as far as backup.
Roster, no doubt. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, the most logical sense that the most logical way you would go about it, draft the kid. Maybe if you want to go with second round, draft the kid. That's fine too. You would day 2 or day 3 draft the kid, and then you re-up on Taylor Heineke. That costs you like a $2.25 million tender.
Right.
Same with Kyle Allen, like $1.25 million tender, and you have to compete. You got all 3 compete for the starting job. Whoever wins it, wins it. So we didn't have a legit quarterback competition this past season. Then clearly we didn't, because the guy that won the job is not even on the damn roster.
and then Ron Rivera said it to the other day. He said it's my fault we didn't have an actual quarterback competition. So he actually lied to us. Because if I'm not tripping, he said that he won the job.
They had one.
Yeah, so he wildin', bro. Ron, what's up with you, man? He lying, bro. He's lying. It's like, nah, I'm playing. Nah, but yeah, that is true. You're right. You definitely right. The guy that so-called won the job is not on the roster. So we definitely got to have a competition. Whether we go with a guy in free agency draft or keep a guy that we have on the roster, and that being Kyle Allen or Taylor Heineke. Whatever you do, you have to have a competition no matter what. Definitely agree with you on that. All right, King Sean, appreciate that.
No cap. You're right, bro.
Yeah, so with that being said, man, I appreciate you for calling, bro. Anytime you want me to come on the channel, or definitely I'm gonna bring you on here sometime, just let me know, man. You got my Instagram. That ain't no problem, man. So appreciate you for calling. Make sure you guys subscribe to Protect Sports channel, and appreciate you for calling, man.
Appreciate you.
Hey, no problem, man.
Hey, I'm gonna give you my number, so we'll just keep in touch.
All right, bet, definitely. All right, bet.
All right, bet, bro. Take it easy, bro.
All right, so I had a caller from New York. New York, if you're still out there, call back. My fault for declining. I was on the phone, bro. All right, let me see here. Let me get some of these comments. Not Mike Jones, dude has no mobility. Yeah, that's true. He's like an Andy Dalton. He can run a little bit. He says I'm only cool with Trey Lance at 19. Exactly, Arthur. I'm only cool with Trey Lance if the draft guys, if everyone, the coaching staff, if they want him and if they like him enough to draft him. Only way I'm cool with it. If it's like a Dan Snyder thing all over again, I don't want it.
Big son before Sue.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
What's good, Big Simple?
What's up, y'all? What's up, man?
Man, nothing, man. Chilling, man. Before we get into our conversation, just want to let you know that you have a couple minutes to talk to me because we have a bunch of other callers on waiting on the line. So anything you want to talk to me about the Washington football team, we can do it. The floor is yours. Don't hold back, my guy. Appreciate you for calling.
All right. Let's see. Quarterback. Now, quarterback is the biggest question mark going into the whole season. Everybody saying draft, free agency, and Heineke with this performance, it shocked a lot of people. It shocked me a little bit. I seen what he can do in the fourth quarter more than anything, but when he went into when he brought up to Tampa Bay, he really showed what he got, man, and that comes with that comes with take advantage of your opportunity, and he definitely took advantage of his opportunity.
Right.
So I'm kind of wondering what you think about how this quarterback situation gonna go.
So, to put in my early prediction, I honestly think they're going to bring back Kyle Allen. They're going to bring back Taylor Heineke, but I think they're going to get someone in the draft. I want them to get somebody in free agency, but I think they're going to get somebody in the draft. Yep, I think they're going to get somebody in the draft now. I don't know who that may be. Maybe it'll be Trey Lance. Maybe it'll be Mac Jones. Whoever it is, I think they're going to get somebody in the draft. And like I said, maybe it won't even be first round. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly think they might get somebody in the draft. But I think Kyle Allen, Taylor Heineke is going to be on the roster in 2021.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of rumors about Deshaun Watson and all Dak Prescott, but that comes out of you might get like 20% out of that. You might have a chance to get one of those guys, but
right.
There's going to be a good quarterback free agency. This might be the best one in a while.
Right.
So you never know. You never know what we might do at quarterback. So we got other positions to work on too. Like middle linebacker, safety. It's so many, man. Let's see. Yeah, but it's a lot of. It's a lot of.
Yeah.
It's a lot of.
Yeah, it's a lot of them, man. I definitely agree with you about that. And before we get out of here, I just want to tell you guys to subscribe to Big 7422 channel, man. He's actually been on here longer than me. Before I even started my channel, he was one of the guys that I subscribed to watch. Before I made my channel, I was watching him probably a year before I started my channel. So he's one of the OGs, man. I appreciate you for calling, Big 7422, man. Thank you for calling.
No doubt, man. Anytime, man. And keep doing your thing, man. Don't let nobody stop you, bro.
Hey, thank you, man. You too, man. Keep doing your thing.
100.
All right, peace. All right, y'all. Phone lines are now open yet again. The phone number is on the screen, and we have a call right here.
Call from
OGDMV.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2. To accept.
Yo, what's going on?
Oh, Juan Gotti. What's going on, boss?
What's going on, my man?
Nothing, man. Big fan. Love your channel, bro.
Hey,
Big time supporter.
Appreciate
I'm going to get better though this year. After Corona, I promise you I'm going to start donating. All right, I got you.
Hey, man.
Everybody in the chat, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to all of Juan's videos. I love this guy.
Hey. Yo, what's up?
Let me ask you, man, because I know everybody asking the same questions, bro. I'm going to give you something new and different.
All right, bet.
Let me ask you, bro. One, how do you feel about, us just riding with Washington football team? I know everybody like, oh, Red Wolves, all that other stuff. But let me just say to you, I feel like if we just keep it Washington, the team, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Then we're just Washington, the team. We can stack our colors. We can look back at the old videos and not be offended, quote unquote, you know what I mean, about the logo, you know what I mean? I also feel like we could bring back the logo because nobody said as that's what was racist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another thing I want to ask you is, how would you feel about us finally rocking the yellow jerseys, that the color rush ones that they had Trent Williams wearing in the photo shoot? I want to say a couple years ago, or like for reference, if you want to see like the quarterbacks wearing them all the time, like in practice. You know what I mean? What if we threw those out there sometimes too? How would you feel?
Yeah, man. So,
it, boss.
hey, man, I appreciate you for calling and answering questions. And I know you said you're going to donate me, which would be great, man. I appreciate you for supporting the channel. But, of course, you know, you don't have to. But since you said you're going to do it, I really do appreciate it, man. It means a lot and goes a long way. Thank you so much, man. But to answer your question, the first question to answer, the name, I honestly think Washington football team brought us some good mojo, man. Because if you asked me at the beginning of the year if we would have been here, and I know the division played a big part of this, but if you would have told me we would have won a division in year one of Ron Rivera's tenure here, I would have called you crazy. Washington football team, at first I wasn't so happy about the Washington football team. I always said it wasn't as bad as people thought. But now it grew on to me, man. Washington football team is not bad. People still gonna call us. People still gonna call us the Redskins. We let's be real. We still gonna call them the Redskins, man. It's never not gonna be called the Redskins. So with that being said, Washington football team, I'm all for it. Keep it the Washington football team. I was a big fan of Red Wolves. I don't really care what they do. Washington football team should be the name for the future, and I would not be mad if they continue to go with Washington football team.
Right. Let me interrupt you. So, I mean, I agree. I mean, I was clowning them too, like, Washington football team for real, like, that's what we're doing. But, I mean, if you think about it, like, if I was to say Seattle, you know I'm talking about the Seahawks. You know what I mean? I could say New England. We know we talking about the Patriots. So when I say Washington football team, I'm talking about the guys who about to sack you, Montez Sweat coming off edge. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm talking about. So I understand people want a mascot and the nickname and all that, but like I said, like, we could probably bring back the Chief. You know what I mean? Nobody said the Chief was racist. People were just saying the Redskins were racist. So, I don't know. I'm sorry. Let me go back to you, boss. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, nah, man. You good, man. This is a conversation. I know you're passionate about the team just as like everyone else is in the room. And to answer your other questions, yeah, I would love to bring out the yellow jerseys. I think that we might have a better chance of doing that now under the new regime. As you've seen, Ron Rivera brought out the all burgundies, the all whites. We never did that under Bruce Allen. So I think we have a better chance to bring out the all yellows. Do I think they're going to do it? Maybe not. But I would not be surprised if they actually did it next year.
Yeah, I feel you.
Hey, Texas, I see you calling me. Call me again.
2 minutes, boss. I appreciate you, man. Keep doing your thing, all right?
Hey, I appreciate you, man, for calling and saying you're going to support the channel when you get a chance to. Hey, no rush, man. I just appreciate y'all for being here, man. So to donate to the channel when you do is an extra mile, man. I thank you so much for supporting the channel, my guy. Thank you.
For sure. Oh, one more question. I'm sorry.
You good now? You good?
I was watching you live stream the game, and at the end, I was like, you know, I see you in the off season through the peace sign. I know it was sad, like it ended right there. But then I heard you say, you know, the next time you're doing like live streaming the game, you're gonna hit 18, bro. When's your birthday, man?
My birthday's in the summer of this upcoming year. Yeah, this year. So my birthday is August, man. August.
August. All right, man. Just in time for
preseason.
I don't know. Yeah, preseason.
Hopefully.
I don't know if we're gonna do preseason or not, but maybe. But
yeah,
man. All right, well, I'm gonna catch you, boss.
Hey,
Thanks
man.
for doing your thing, man.
Thank you. Appreciate you for calling.
All right, bro.
Alrighty, phone lines back open. Texas, I want to talk to you, man. I never knew I had people that watched me in Texas and also supported the football team in Texas. So I want to talk to you. So keep calling me. I'm gonna get to you. Like, we just gotta see who's first. It's basically a race. So let me get to the comment section. Juan Gotti, we have a great future ahead of us, definitely for sure. Shout out to you right there. Rather have a great throwing pocket QB than a QB like Jalen Hurts? Nah, man, not in this new age.
To accept, press 1.
Not this new age quarterbacks. Yo, what's going on? Hello?
Yes, what's going on?
Hey.
Who am I speaking with?
Who am I speaking with?
You speaking with Levi?
What's going on, Levi, I think?
Levi, I think?
Yep.
What's up, man? What questions you got for me? Why are you not listening? Why you not listening to me through the phone, and why you listening to me through the TV? Just put the phone to your ear.
I feel like they should draft. I feel like they should get a deal with Dak Prescott if he can't get a deal with the Cowboys.
Yeah, so with that, I honestly think that with Dak Prescott, it would be a good move as far as winning now and putting us in a chance to win a Super Bowl. Max Kellerman even said if we get, and I know you can take this with a grain of salt because not a lot of people like Max Kellerman, but like he said, if we get Dak Prescott, we're instant Super Bowl contenders, and I honestly think that, but I just don't know if that's smart financial-wise for the future so we can pay our guys like Chase Young, Montez Sweat, and those guys, they're going to be down the line like 3 years, 4 years from now, but you still want to be prepared. Guys like Terry McLaurin, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen's going to be coming up here short. I don't know if with signing Dak Prescott, if we're going to have the money to re-sign all of those guys.
Yeah, well, I feel like we should use Kyler Heineke as our starting QB, and maybe have Alex Smith as the QB that comes in after halftime.
So with Alex Smith, man, I honestly don't know. At first, I was like, yeah, Alex Smith could be the starter next year, and then we draft the guy to sit behind him. But since his calf is going to lock up on him, meaning like after the first 2 drives, I'm not sure if I want that next year. Maybe he'll get used to playing with the calf locking up, or used to playing as a pocket passer, because you can see that he wasn't really comfortable playing how he was, and nor should he have been because it was his first year back. Maybe if he gets a whole offseason playing like how he is playing as far as being a pocket passer, maybe he can be better. But I just don't think he's going to be here next year because one, he costs too much, and 2, he's compromised. And this offense isn't for compromised quarterbacks.
I also feel like the last caller was right with the yellow jerseys. I feel we should use the yellow jerseys.
Hey, yeah, man, the yellow jerseys would definitely be dope, dude. It definitely would, but hey, we'll see. So I appreciate you for calling in, my guy. Thank you, man.
And also one more question.
What's up?
Do you know where you can watch the Project 11 Out Smith documentary?
I honestly do not. I wouldn't be surprised if it's fully on YouTube since it's been out like almost a year. So it should be on ESPN Plus or maybe YouTube at this point. So you should try to YouTube it, and I think you'll find it.
Alright, well, yeah, thanks. Bye.
Hey, no problem, man. Appreciate you for calling. Alright, phone lines are now open yet again. Phone lines are open. You can call back now. If we have Taylor Heineke as our starter next year, I say we go 12-4 will be our record. Maybe. Ooh, Texas.
Call from
Dimitri.
to accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Yo, what's going on? Hello?
This is Dimitri speaking. I want to know more.
What's going on, man? Hold on, give me a second. Hello? The 49ers. How do I think the 49ers will do this season? If you guys get all your injured players back, like Nick Bosa, everyone that was really hurt, and maybe even healthy Jimmy Garoppolo, I think you guys are going to move on from him. But if you guys get all your healthy pieces back, you're going to be back in the playoffs no time soon. You guys were just banged up crazy this year, and if you guys can get healthy, you'll be right back in the show. Hey, no problem, man. He said go 49ers. So we got a 49ers fan, huh? We had a 49ers fan call in. Can't hear him. Yeah, he was a 49ers fan. I don't know why the speaker went on. My fault. But, yeah, he was a 49ers fan. He said, how did I think the 49ers would do? Y'all tripping? What'd he say? I appreciate that, Levi. Thank you. Texas calling back
Call
again.
from
Dimitri.
To accept, press 1.
Yo, what's going on? Why I keep
I don't
going?
appreciate you hanging up on Dimitri. I was talking about 49ers here. I want to know more about 49ers. Bosa. Give me more Bosa.
You're a 49ers fan. You supposed to know. I don't know that much about the 49ers. What else do you want to
Come
know?
on, man. You got to give me something about 49ers. I need to see wins in my future.
What do you want to know about the 49ers, man?
I want to know if they were to go to the season finals right now. Please tell me. And how they would win it. I want to know how they would win.
All right, so 49ers, I don't know if they're going to make it to the Super Bowl, but they'll be really good next year if they can get a quarterback and if they could be healthy. That answer your question?
Dak Prescott?
Said Dak Prescott? Maybe. Do you guys have the cap room? I haven't really looked at you guys' cap room. Do you guys have the cap space for him?
In my opinion, I feel they should get that one racist of the bitch back, but I don't know. He was pretty good.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and accept more callers, man. Appreciate you for calling.
Thank you, my friend. Don't ever hang up with me.
Call from
Dude's weird.
Nathan. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Yo, what's going on?
Yo.
What's going on, my man? So before we get into our conversation, I just want to say we had you have a couple minutes, probably like 4 or 5 minutes to talk to me. I know we're gonna go over that, but any questions you have about the Washington football team, you can ask me, man. So floor is yours.
So, I mean, I really just wondering, do you think Taylor Heineke earned himself a roster spot like anywhere in the NFL?
Oh, definitely,
Like,
for
not
sure.
just
Definitely.
Washington, but just anywhere.
Definitely. Everyone seen that game Saturday. You seen how social media erupted. No way this guy isn't on somebody's roster next year. And whether that's starting or even backup, there's no way he's not on someone's roster next year.
All right, so my follow-up question to that is, do you think he's going to be like a hotter prospect than Deshaun Watson or Matt Stafford?
Do I think he's going to be a hotter prospect?
Yeah, like more people willing to pay, or more people willing to get him because he's going to be cheaper.
Nah, I don't think so. I think people are going to go for the big names, and and they should, because they're better, and they, of course, they cost more, but they are better, and they put your franchise in a better chance. So nah, I don't think so.
All right.
All right,
See you,
man.
man.
Hey, thank you for calling. Appreciate it. Yeah, that dude was weird, man. Finally.
Call from
Michael.
Yo, my bad for not answering your call, man. Everyone else was just calling, and then I was like trying to get to you, and then when I told you to call back, you didn't. So my fault, man. It's my bad for not answering your calls. Anything you want to talk about for the Washington football team, we can. So the floor is yours.
Hey, what's up, man? Gotti?
What's going on, man?
So I was calling because I wanted to touch on Trey Lance. I really, the fact that we don't know how to develop quarterbacks, I wouldn't.
Nah,
suggest
Nathan, you my
drafting
man.
Trey Lance
I'm just playing, bro.
because we just don't know how to develop quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we should get a quarterback with at least 3 years experience in the college level.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we should keep Tyler Heineke.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I feel like we should also go trade back in the draft instead of staying at 19.
Yeah, man. Honestly, you're not wrong for
Get some more
thinking.
draft. I'm sorry to cut you off, Juan.
Oh no, you good, man. You good. My fault. But I totally agree with you, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know, and I'm not gonna say we don't know how to now, but obviously under the previous regime, we didn't know how to develop a quarterback. So you're not wrong for having that thought and for wanting to trade back. I honestly agree with you on that front, and wanting a guy that at least had more experience. But all I can say is that you can't really judge them yet because they haven't drafted their guys. So maybe they are good at developing quarterbacks. And as you've seen with Ron Rivera in his past, he was able to develop Cam Newton into what he was at a time and point. So you got to at least give him a chance.
Yeah. I just feel like hopefully we keep Kyle Smith in office Because the dude is great at finding prospects around the college level and all that. And I just feel like we gotta hop in the car, as Louis T would say. We gotta hop in the car with Ron and let him do him and let them control.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Dan Snyder gotta stay out the picture, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely. That is true right there. That is true stuff. Just hop in the car and wherever Ron takes us, he can take us. Because honestly, if you're still not a Ron fan after what he did this year, then you shouldn't be a Washington fan. I'm gonna be honest.
And man, Taylor Heineke, man, that dude was balling out against the Buccaneers, man.
Yeah, he was balling out, man, and to see him do that.
He did not want to lose that game. I'll tell you that. That shows perseverance. I feel like he deserves a shot, even if it's not here. He just deserves a shot anywhere in this league, honestly.
Yeah, man, definitely. Even if it's not here, he at least deserves to be a backup, and he did not want to lose that game. The fact that he came in on a wild card playoff game versus Tampa Bay, who has one of the best defenses in the NFL. Their secondary is not the best, but they're good. And the fact that he was able to carve them up like that, yeah, you're definitely right.
Yeah. Yo, Juan, keep in touch, man. I don't know how I can contact you so we can play some games or something.
Yeah, man. So definitely, you could just text this number anytime, and or text my Instagram. You can just hit me up. My Instagram is liljuan_.
I bet, man. Keep up the great content.
Hey, man, I appreciate you for supporting, man. Thank you. Alrighty, phone lines are back open. Let me get to this question. He says, do you think is there a chance Washington pursues Alabama? I think there is a chance we could pursue him. I just don't know how much they like Mac Jones, but he definitely will be there at our pick. Let me see how long I've been streaming for. Just to check.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yo, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti.
This is actually Levi calling back again. I had a little more to talk about the Redskins.
Okay, what's up?
I think that the Redskins, to get more people to like the team, should host a Nickelodeon game.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't think that's up to them.
Yeah, and I also have a prediction for next year. I think they're going to do pretty good in the playoffs, try to get to around round 3.
Yeah, we definitely have the coach and the talent, especially if we would do something in the off season. But I don't want to put that high of an expectation on us just yet.
And also, a Nickelodeon game would give us a lot more fans because we are like an underdog team. Not a lot of people like us. They think that we're not a good team. But in reality, like, when you like a team and you watch their games, you can tell they're a really good team. They just need a little more practice and they can win a Super Bowl.
Yep, definitely, man. You're totally right about that.
Yeah, that's all I had.
Hey.
Also, keep up the good work, and I also want to know, are you going to do another call-in?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do another call-in. Probably, I'll let you know. I got to figure out the date, but I'm definitely going to do another call-in, man. Appreciate you for calling.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
All right, peace. So we're going to go to 8:30 here, and then I'm going to get off, but we'll accept a few more callers. Phone lines are back open.
Call from.
Thomas Meadows.
To accept, press 1.
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's good, man. That's good. So I'm gonna let you know before we get to our conversation. You have a couple minutes to talk to me. I know we're gonna go over the time limit, but I do have a lot of other people to get to. So anything you have to talk about the Washington football team, the floor is yours.
Okay, I was just wondering if you'd be upset if we used our first or second round on a defensive player like a linebacker or like a cornerback.
Man, no. Honestly, no. All those positions we need. And cornerback isn't not much of a need since we can possibly bring back Ronald Darby. But if we do let go of Ronald Darby, cornerback is a must need. So if we go like a guy like J.C. Horn, if Patrick Surtain falls to us, which I highly doubt. But if he somehow falls to us at 19 and we go that route, I would not be mad. If we go a linebacker route, the guy from Notre Dame that they just put me on, I got to go watch his highlights. I wouldn't be mad if we got him. If Micah Parsons somehow fell to us, I highly doubt that too. But no, I would not be mad if we go linebacker on our first 2 picks.
The other thing I was wondering is, what do you think we should do with Landon Collins? Should we like cut him? You think we can trade him?
Yeah, so with Landon Collins, man, if you watch my channel, you know I'm not a big fan of Landon Collins, and that's why I keep saying I think he was a waste of $85 million. He was not worth $85 million. So with Landon Collins, that's a lot of talk about moving him to linebacker. I don't know if they want to move him to linebacker, and with him coming off of his torn Achilles, I don't think he's going to be the same player. Maybe, well, he could very well be, but he's going to take longer for him to heal because torn Achilles take a really long time to heal. So he might not even be ready for the start of next year. And with Landon Collins, he's costing a lot of money, and I would really just cut him. But I wouldn't be mad if they traded him, or I wouldn't be mad if they tested him out at middle linebacker if he's willing to take a pay cut. But if not, I would just let him walk.
Yeah, that makes sense. And the only other thing I was wondering is, do you think Kyle Allen or Tyler Heineke are good options for our future, or maybe should we like draft somebody?
So with Kyle Allen and Taylor Heineke, they're very good. Honestly, they're good as far as being able to run this offense. They're options to be a quarterback, but I honestly think they're going to draft a guy. If they don't draft a guy, I think that might mean that they're sold on Taylor Heineke. But we'll wait and see. I honestly think Taylor Heineke and Kyle Allen are at least good options to possibly have to compete for the job in training camp. They at least earned their spot. What's going on, DMV Sports Zone?
Sense.
Yeah, man. So
it's good talking to you.
Hey, man, appreciate you for calling and supporting the channel, man. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, have a good night.
All right, peace. Phone lines are back open. We got a caller from Florida.
Call from
Jason.
to accept.
Yo, what's going on?
Yeah, this is Jason from Florida.
What's going on?
I've been a big fan by the skin.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tyler Heineke actually reminds me of Josh Allen a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the one thing that the NFL, our team needs to do is give him like an opportunity.
Yeah, definitely, man. I really do. I do think that too. But I like I've been saying all night, I don't know if they see him as the quarterback one, but he definitely deserves a chance to at least compete for the starting job. Like Arthur just said, he basically said what I just said. Y'all gotta lay off about the gas pedal about Taylor Heineke. He can compete for the starting job in 2021. I'm not saying he's gonna be the starter, but I think he does at least deserve a chance.
And I feel like we should give, if you're not sold on Heineke, give up at least 2 first rounds for Watson, because Watson do have connection with Will Fuller, and Will Fuller will be a free agent.
Yeah, so what Watson is, no doubt, he will be a phenomenal land, but I just don't know if it's smart financial wise for the future. Because if you get him, you take on that heavy contract, and then you also give up 2 first rounds. You're not gonna be able, not only are you not gonna be able to pay all your guys, you're not gonna be able to draft guys to replace them when you lose them in free agency because you gave up your 2 first rounds. Now, unless you get players to fulfill their spots in the later rounds, which we're good at, then that's cool. But the thing about it with Watson, you might have to give up 2 first rounds and maybe a 3rd, 2nd, 4th, whatever, and then also on top of that, players. So it's going to take a lot to get Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, and that's why I think we should be like sold on Heineke because of the money problems. Because I don't think Heineke will want that much money anyway.
Yeah, man, definitely. That is an option too, because he's cheaper.
What about that one linebacker from Baltimore Ravens, Judon? Like, would you be sold on him? He's a free agent.
Nah, I wouldn't be sold on Matthew Judon because he's not the linebacker that we need. We need a pass coveraging linebacker. Matthew Judon is more so of an edge rusher, and we obviously don't need that. So I wouldn't want Matthew Judon.
Yeah, but I can't wait for the next season. I love your YouTube. I've been watching you, Louis T, Ed Oliver, all of y'all. Y'all be representing. I like that.
Hey, appreciate that, man. Thank you for calling from Florida, my guy.
You too, sir.
All right, peace. All right, so phone lines back open. That was my man from Florida. And just like Arthur said, man, that is exactly what he said. DMV Sports Zone, he says, Washington's division to lose in the next couple of years, definitely. Only person on our tail as of right now, I believe, is the Giants. But you never can sleep on Dallas and Philly.
Call from
Jack Kennedy.
Yo, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti.
Hey, man, big fan. I was wondering, what do you think about the linebacker from Notre Dame?
So the linebacker from Notre Dame, I honestly didn't. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't got to look at his film yet because I'm still on the offensive side of the ball. In fact, I just started looking at film today as far as the draftees. So I'll get to him later. But a lot of people have been asking me about him. I honestly, since he's been being talked about a lot, if Micah Parsons doesn't fall to us at the 19th pick, I would not be mad at all if we draft this guy because I heard that he's really good and we need a linebacker. Chris Cooley said if we get our middle linebacker that Ron Rivera has and wants, we're literally the best defense in all of football. So I would not be mad if they get him in the first round.
Yeah, and also Chris Godwin and Juju Smith-Schuster, they're free agents this year. Do you think we should cut a wide receiver and pick one of them up, or just keep the ones that we got?
Yeah, oh, definitely, man. Definitely. We need a wide receiver. And whether that's through the draft or free agency, we need one bad, man. I don't really want Juju that much anymore because he's not that good. And then obviously all the TikTok stuff, which I really don't pay too much of. I don't really care about the guy having fun. He can have fun and dance all he wants. I just don't know if he's really that good and worth the money he's going to command. Now, a guy like Chris Godwin, I would love a Chris Godwin. His hands questionable. As you've seen, he dropped so many passes versus us. But he's really good.
All right. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. You too. Yeah, you can call back twice. Because I like what I saw in Heineke, but y'all really drinking too much of the Kool-Aid with him. Yeah, man, they love Heineke. What team you think are going to be willing to take on Landon Collins' contract in the future? I honestly don't know because I know you're asking Reggie Reg, but I'm going to answer too. I honestly don't know if anyone's going to want to take on his contract because he's coming off that torn Achilles, and honestly, he was never really that good here. So I don't know if anyone's going to be willing to take on that injury or take on that contract rather. Yeah, so phone lines are open yet again, and this is probably going to be the last call because I'm going to get out of here. I've been streaming for a while. So, let me see here. Since we agree for sure. So if we don't have any more callers, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, man. I appreciate you guys for coming through the stream tonight. It was so much fun. I will be going live a lot more often, and I will be doing a lot more of these this off season. So I appreciate you guys for coming through. See you guys in the next